Prospective MBA applicants are no longer starting their journey with a standard web search. Instead, they are turning directly to conversational AI assistants to clearly map out their educational futures. Take our subject, an award-winning admissions consultant and INSEAD alumna. She built her practice on a highly differentiated, methodology-driven approach to MBA admissions preparation. But despite her deep offline expertise, her firm had no digital content infrastructure. When large language models crawled the web to formulate answers for applicants, she was completely invisible. In the era of generative search, human expertise only matters if it can be parsed, cited, and recommended by a machine. In late October 2025, her firm's digital footprint was effectively zero. They had no pillar content to anchor their site, and their entire published library consisted of exactly 2 articles. They were also up against a rigid calendar. Prospective students were already beginning their intensive research for the 2026 and 2027 intake cycles. They needed to build a comprehensive topical authority map from scratch, a process that typically takes years, or lose an entire generation of high-value applicants to their competitors. To bridge this gap, they deployed the GeoForge workflow. This system is specifically designed to convert offline human intelligence into a structured data pipeline. The very first step is knowledge ingestion. The team fed the consultant's proprietary interview transcripts and custom frameworks into the system, ensuring every piece of future content would be grounded in her actual expertise. This node map shows how AI agents expanded the semantic landscape. They took seed topics and built a comprehensive web covering the INSEAD ecosystem, identifying distinct program clusters. This pillar cluster architecture uses broad searches as central hubs, which funnel users toward highly specific, high-intent questions. The actual articles were written using definition-style headings and dense, quotable statements. This structural choice makes it incredibly easy for large language models to scrape and extract the core insights. Generic, surface-level text cannot compete in this environment. You have to feed the search models deeply specific, proprietary human frameworks to give them something actually worth citing. This diagram demonstrates how every published piece underwent dual-channel optimization. The text is wrapped in JSON LD structured data markup, a standardized code format defining the page's contents. It amplifies authority signals so traditional search engines and AI models can instantly categorize the expertise. This bar chart tracks the team's aggressive publishing sprint. Scaling from 2 articles in October, they jumped to 26 in November and 32 by December. Maintaining a peak pace through January and February, they totaled 118 pieces of optimized content. This relentless velocity created a compounding effect. Each newly published article reinforced the internal linking structure and elevated the ranking signals for the entire INSEAD cluster. In AI-driven search, clear prose is only the baseline. Winning requires an industrial-scale operation of precise data formatting and aggressive, sustained output. By February 2026, the strategy yielded an 81.9% increase in organic clicks, with total search impressions surpassing 417,000. That traffic translated directly into business value, recording 170 direct conversions, a 900% growth compared to the baseline. More importantly for the modern web, the consultant's insights were finally being sourced by the machines. The site received 340 referred sessions directly from 9 distinct AI platforms, driven heavily by ChatGPT and Perplexity. Visitors arriving via Gemini showed an exceptional 91.7% engagement rate. These AI assistants effectively functioned as pre-sales tools, vetting the consultant and forwarding highly qualified prospects. When a large language model cites your work, the resulting traffic is different. It brings users who arrive with built-in trust, pre-sold by a machine they already rely on for recommendations. We can trace exactly how this trust developed by looking at the keyword data. Initially capturing high-intent informational queries eventually triggered a massive spike in direct brand awareness. Applicants began entering highly specific queries into search bars, explicitly asking if this particular consulting firm was worth it. When prospective students actively research your brand by name for a highly competitive target program, you have established true topical authority. In just 5 months, this firm went from a digital ghost to a definitively cited expert. A structured content infrastructure translates offline knowledge into a format that the machines curating the world's information